I was salty. Ah, my God. Bro, cause I just ran that shit back from the end zone, nigga. I ran that bitch back, bro. I'm salty. I made him fumble 2 times in a row and they called it a non-fumble. I made him fumble back to back though.
25-yard line.
And they called it back both times. They killed me. They killing me, B. They is killing me, bruh.
The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run. Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, go in y'all room. Who said that? Alright. Take your ass outside then.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
She got my pants. Where y'all about to go? Where y'all about to go?
Pistol. We got 4. Line 36.
Mayfield on 1st down. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Regular. Hey, echo. 36. Line 36. You don't see me in your nightmare.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield now from the 50. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Joseph is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is
Oh,
taken
come
in. It's
on.
complete.
Come the
He's
fuck
in
on,
for the
bro.
touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that
They
done?
got some bullshit.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Orbit. 44 to Mike. Danny. Where's that? 44. Mike. Hey. What we got?
Roethlisberger looking deep for Gabriel. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
No spacing. 3 buds.
Now Ben on 3rd and long.
Yeah, good
Going
D.
to be incomplete.
Yeah.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Set, 180. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield.
Come on, bro. You gotta throw that.
Releases it, and that'll
Oh,
fall
he's
incomplete.
open.
Maybe a little
Oh,
frustration
my
starting
God.
to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job
Oh,
of protecting
my
him in this
God.
game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Here's Mayfield.
Oh, come on,
Pressure, and
man.
he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now. Blue 30. Show that bench release and go. Yo. Middle. 44. Hey. I-7. It's a party now. 44. Like I said.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Strong right. We got 3. Check. Switch. King. What? Twist.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Regular. Deuce. Check 52. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Alert.
Following the penalty,
Come on,
and
man.
they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
180. Watch that in. Tight end right.
They go play action. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Point it right.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Check it out. Alert 3. Alert 33.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check safety. Run. Wide. Get wide. Hey, alert.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's it, baby.
Oh, that's one to
Running
warm the
that
hearts
heel,
of all those
boy.
old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He's coming, double up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. King. Check 13. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. My touch.
Chubb, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Jumper. Hey, alert 33. 36 to Mike. Run. Mike 36. Rip left.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch it. Solid, 5 down. Hey. Play. 44.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
These 2. Alert. 44's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Y'all got
a running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, come on.
We got this.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Roethlisberger. The screen pass here to Cullen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
What is you talking about, boy? Chill.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Chill, nigga, chill.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I made you fumble back-to-back plays.
So for Chicago, it took
that would have sucked the life out of your team right there, bro.
Here in week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, man. Hey, babe. Damn, I lost my. That's alright, though.